Suicide Squad 2. It's supposed to be coming out in 2021, but we're living through 2020, so the movie schedule release date can be changed, but anywho, they released a kind of cast list. This might change, I don't know, but anywho, with the cast list, we got to see the new list of characters, so let's look at it. So the thing about Suicide Squad 2 is that almost none of the original cast is returning. We have 4 characters, only 3 of them being original members of the Suicide Squad in itself. So let's start with them and then look at it's new characters, basically. It's a completely new Suicide Squad. But let's look at the 3 returning members. We have Margaret Robbie as Harley Quinn because Jared Leto's Joker isn't coming back, and neither is Will Smith's Deadshot, so they're probably like, well, there they go. They were the reasons people were coming, so let's throw in Harley Quinn again. So, yeah, she's in here, which I don't know is gonna fit with Birds of Prey, but she's in here. Also, we just do have to point out that I didn't hear of most of these people, so I looked up some of their backstories, and some of them are like straight up aliens and stuff, so this plot will have to be insane for all of them to fit and have it make sense. But anywho, we're just looking at the cast list, so let's get into the next one, which is Colonel Rick Flag, who is played by Joel Kinnaman. He is returning. Now, I don't remember too much about Colonel Rick Flag because the first movie had like a bunch of different characters and a bunch of different backstories all together, so I don't remember too much about him, but it's cool to have another character returning, so I'll probably end up watching Suicide Squad again before this, and maybe even doing a review on it, so if you want to see that, make sure to subscribe. The next one who we have is Jai Courtney, if I'm saying that right. I'm just telling you straight up right now, I'm gonna mess up on some of these names, so bear with me, but he's playing Captain Boomerang again, and so I do remember Captain Boomerang, but it's cool that, even if I didn't, it's cool that there's another returning cast member, which is cool. And then the last returning cast member, who isn't even part of the Suicide Squad, is Viola Davis, returning as Amanda Waller, which I don't even know why they put her in here, because the Suicide Squad has already been formed. But then again, she's like the former, so maybe if there's a new plot, she has to like reassemble and then, you know, new Suicide Squad plot. And this one probably will involve aliens because there are a lot of alien characters in this one. For the new list of characters, let's get straight into this, starting with John Cena playing Peacemaker. I've never heard of Peacemaker, but it is kind of funny that John Cena is going to be in a Suicide Squad movie. How they've described Peacemaker, I think, is like as a Captain America, but he doesn't want to like fight. So I have no clue. Like, he just wants there to be peace, so I don't know how he's going to be part of the Suicide Squad, but anywho, John Cena is playing Peacemaker, and then Idris Elba is playing Bloodsport, and if the name Bloodsport sounds familiar to you, it's because it sounds like Deadshot, because it's supposed to be Deadshot. Will Smith dropped out and was like, nah, I can do better stuff than a second Suicide Squad movie, so they're like, okay, let's replace an actor who played Deadshot, but then if Will Smith ever does come back, then Deadshot's gone now, and he can't play him, so let's do a new character who's somewhat like Deadshot. So that's where we get Bloodsport, played by Idris Elba. I've never heard of Bloodsport, and probably neither have you. Next one is going to be Peter Cobley, playing The Thinker. Now, I did watch the first 4 seasons of The Flash, and The Thinker was the season 4 villain, so I know a little bit about him, and I think he would be cool in a Suicide Squad. I think he would be cool in a movie. I don't know if he fits with a Suicide Squad movie, because Suicide Squad is like goofy, kinda, like goofy killings, whereas he's like super smart and is like, nah, I'm gonna get you, and he's like a criminal mastermind. I don't know if he's gonna fit, but anywho, The Thinker is going to be in here, so it is cool to see The Thinker in a movie, but I'm not sure if he's going to fit in with Suicide Squad specifically. That is cool. Next, we're going to have Alice Braga playing Sol Soria, who I've never heard of, and not a lot of people have, because I don't think she existed in the comics, but there was a character with the last name of Soria, so they're thinking that this is going to be some kind of relative, but I don't even know who that character was, so yeah, let's move on to the next one. It's kind of interesting. The next character is Blackguard, but he's played by Pete Davidson from SNL, who, you know, Pete Davidson plays Pete Davidson. And so Pete Davidson is kind of just straight up comedy, whereas Suicide Squad is like a goofy comedy type of thing, but there is killings, and like the plot in the first one wasn't honestly all that good, to be completely honest, but I don't know if he's gonna do well in an actual movie, like Suicide Squad, like an action movie, but I don't know. We'll have to see, but I don't know if he's gonna do well in that role. Next up, we have David. I know I'm gonna get this last name right. Dastmalchian, playing Polka Dot Man. So I've never heard of the actor, but Polka Dot Man is a cool character, kind of. He's like a goofy, dumb character, so I don't know. It'll be cool to see him in the flesh, like a live action version of Polka Dot Man. Next up, we have Michael Rooker playing Savant. Never heard of Savant, so I think that might be an alien, if I remember that right. I honestly have no clue. Was Savant an alien? I don't know. Anywho, next we have Mongol, played by Mei-Ling Nig. The last name is just NG, so I don't know. Nig? Maybe? I don't know. I feel like it's Nig. But anywho, never heard of the actor or actress, and never heard of Mongol. So, next one we have TDK, played by Nathan Fillion. TDK, people are thinking, stands for The Detachable Kid, or, as he was more well known, but the name is probably too goofy and they don't want to use it, Arm Fall Off Boy. He can literally take off his arms and just like thwack you with them, so that's gonna be fun. So yeah, TDK, people are thinking it'll stand for The Detachable Kid, so if you've ever heard of a character whose superpower is right there in the title, it's the Detachable Kid and or Arm Fall Off Boy. Next we have Ratcatcher 2. So I guess we're just gonna skip over Ratcatcher 1, and this is gonna be played by Daniela Melchior. So yeah, I don't actually know. I think, no. Ratcatcher can he was a Batman villain and he could mind control rats and use them to torture and kill people. So that'll be cool. I mean, it'll probably be something along the lines of that. I mean, it's not Ratcatcher, it's Ratcatcher 2. But, you know. Next we have King Shark, who actually hasn't been, the person who plays him hasn't been revealed yet. So I don't know, but King Shark, I don't know. King Shark is, weird. I'm pretty sure his dad is the shark god or something, so this'll be interesting. Like I said, there are a lot of very different, eccentric backstories all trying to be morphed into one, so this movie will have to have some crazy plot to fit all of these characters together. Now we're on to the last two. We have Weasel, who is literally just a big weasel, and he is played by, get this, Sean Gunn. And if you don't know who that is, I didn't really know who that was either, but the director is James Gunn, and Sean Gunn is the director's brother, so I kind of feel like Sean was like, James, I really want to be part of this movie. No, but I really want to have some part in one of your movies. And James was just like, nope. And the brother kept bugging him, and he's like, fine. You know what? You can play a weasel. Here, go play a weasel. And now we have Sean Gunn playing a weasel. So it does kind of feel weird that the director's brother kind of feel like probably didn't honestly come by that part because of talent. So I'm not pointing, maybe he just was really good and James knew him because they were siblings, but I honestly have no clue on this one. We'll just have to see. And then last but not least, we have Flula Borg, who plays Javelin. Now, I'm pretty sure Javelin does have some importance, he's a bit bigger of a name than other villains in here, but I didn't know him, but I'm pretty sure I heard the name, and his outfit looked somewhat familiar, so then I looked him up, and he's a Green Lantern. He's an alien, I think, and a Green Lantern villain. So I do think that's cool, because if they bring in the fact that he's a Green Lantern villain, I think it would be cool to Green Lantern in this DC universe type thing. So I do think seeing Green Lantern would be cool. He's already in the intro, so I kind of feel like he's definitely going to be in here. But it's cool to see that he might come in sooner rather than later. So, anywho, that's the complete cast list. Pete Davidson and Sean Gunn are surprises for me, honestly. I don't know how well this movie is going to do without Jared Leto and Will Smith. But anywho, if you like this video, make sure to hit the like button and subscribe if you want to see more totally terrific videos. And tell me your thoughts on this cast list down below in the comments. Tell me what you think will be and how good you think the characters will be, because, like I said, the plot will have to be insane for this to work. But yeah, tell me your thoughts in the comment down below, and I will see you in the next one.